What's up, folks? I've been on Instagram a lot, and everybody is doing like glass skin, glossy skin, dewy skin, but it looks just like plump and like full of hyaluronic acid, not like shine. So I'm gonna attempt to do that today and use a bunch of glowy products and also use some new stuff that I bought in hopes of being able to achieve said glowy look. Okay, let's get into this makeup. The first thing I'm taking is this Olay Luminous Whip Moisturizer. This is not new. I've been using this for a minute, but I wanted to feature it on this video because it does add to a more luminous base, and it also has SPF in it, which is really nice and really cool. You see how it left like a glow? Also, it touts itself as a makeup primer, which is a little weird to me, but it hasn't steered me wrong yet. It doesn't make my makeup like peel up weird or separate or anything like that. So good job on this moisturizer. The next thing I'm going to use is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I keep hearing about Charlotte Tilbury. She's a luxury brand. She's now available at Sephora, which is why I picked her up. I keep saying like I actually physically have Charlotte Tilbury. That's weird. That's why I picked up her makeup because of the VIB sale, you know. This is a primer, highlighter, concealer. I think she markets it as a primer, but it comes in your skin tone and it gives you a glow. It comes in 7 shades, which since it is a primer and not a foundation, I don't feel like is a negative thing. It's also $44, which is expensive. You do get a fluid ounce of it, and there's enough color in this that if you have pigmentation issues and just need a more even canvas, this could be your one and done base product. It's a fat bottle with a doe foot applicator. Not a lot of product comes out. Oh, there's like a hole in the doe foot. So that's weird, but okay. So not a lot of product comes out on the doe foot when you put it on your face. I'm going to swipe it on the back of my hand because I want to apply it with a brush. And I don't know that I want to use this as like an all over face primer because I do have oily skin. I'm going to use a blurring, smoothing primer on my more textured areas. I am using it as a primer in the non-oily parts of my face. I just want to avoid it mostly here just because yesterday when I put it here and then underneath my eyes, it enhanced the texture of my skin in a way that was not very flattering. So I'm just avoiding those areas and putting it everywhere else. I feel like you could use your fingers with this. Yeah, you definitely could. I have just been enjoying the feel of a brush more lately, so I'm just going to use a brush instead. I do subscribe to Charlotte Tilbury's YouTube channel. She does really super sultry makeup with beautiful, hydrated, glowy skin, super sultry, smoky eyes, and a nude lip is kind of like her thing. So this is very on brand with her and that. Yeah. Next, I'm going to conceal.
Power off.
Oh, scared me. Next, I'm going to conceal underneath my eyes so I don't look so dead and tired. I'm just using my NARS Creamy Radiant Concealers in Caramel and also in Walnut. Nothing new or fancy about this part of my makeup, so I'm just going to speed through it. So I know that it seems counterproductive as an oily skin person to like want these super highlighting glossy products, but to me the difference between oily looking skin and supple, dewy, luminous looking skin is when I look oily, my face also looks heavy. So even if I'm not wearing any makeup, there just is like a weight to my skin where it looks like you can see the physical oil on my face. Whereas with this, it's just a nice sheen. So there's that. Now that I have a super shiny base, I'm going to go on top of it with the More Matte Foundation. But before I do that, I am going to go in with the Milk Blur Stick and blur my pores, just because the visibility of my pores adds to that heavy look that I was talking about earlier. So I'm just gonna blot them out. I wanted my look today to be a bit more polished, so I chose a base product that has more coverage than my tinted moisturizer. So I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty foundation today. Why couldn't I think of that word? This is a matte foundation, like super matte, like Matty Matte Matte Matte, like Matthew Matte. I want to see how it works with this super glowy base, and I'm using a beauty sponge with that today because I also want to sheer it out, and I'm concentrating it on the center of my face, on my chin, because that is the darker part of me. No color correction, by the way, as you saw. Putting that in the center of my forehead. For reference, I am the shade 350. I just used one pump because the pigment in this foundation is so high. The more you use, the more masky it can look. The shine is still there though. This is a power combo if I have ever seen one, because it's giving me more coverage, which is giving me a more flawless base as far as like pigmentation goes. It makes me look smoother. With the Hollywood Flawless filter underneath it, it looks so dewy. Now on the box of the Hollywood Flawless filter, it says that you can use it on top of your foundation if you want more coverage. But I feel like if I put more on, it's going to start giving me that heavy look that I was talking about earlier. So I'm going to avoid that. I have two powders that I want to try. This is the Laura Mercier Glow Setting Powder in Translucent. And then this is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in the shade Radiant Light. This is their like more bronzy shade, even though it is not looking bronze on camera at all. I promise you this is their more bronzy shade, and the only shade that's really suitable for setting my entire face. And then this new Laura Mercier powder is more translucent in tone. And this one is a setting powder. This one is a finishing powder. But I don't think I want to put this all over my face. I think I'm going to take the Laura Mercier Translucent Glow. And I'm going to start by setting the more highlighted parts of my face. So kind of using this as a highlighter. Just going to use this to highlight basically. I can't see myself using the like powder puff method where you pour the powder into the puff and then you kind of rub it in and then press that all over your face. I don't like doing that with translucent, uncolored translucent powders. So I really can't see myself doing that with like a glowy translucent powder. I don't know if this comes in medium deep like her other one. Let me check real quick. Okay, so this does come in, the glow powder does come in medium deep. Doesn't come in medium deep in the mini size. And I try to always get the powders in the mini size. Also, I feel like the medium deep is too cool toned for me. It's way too red. Oh shoot, powder everywhere. Hello, hello. So glow is definitely the right word for it. Setting it on top of this, at first I was like, ooh, that's like real shimmery. But now that it's kind of like melted into my skin a little bit, I am getting more of that glow factor. I wonder if I should use this to set my eyelids too. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I might regret this, but we shall see. I don't want to use that same brush. It's a little big. Ooh, yep. Kind of regretting it. Just because of the amplifying eye base, it's a little bit more pigmented. No, just kidding. I just need to blend. Hold on. Actually, no, that's not bad. I really like this powder. I really, really like this powder. Huh. Now for my all over finishing powder, I'm going to take the Hourglass, the Radiant Light, on just a big old fluffy powder brush. These are not setting powders. The difference between a setting powder and a finishing powder is a setting powder is going to do just that. It's going to set your makeup. It's going to make sure that things don't budge and move. A finishing powder is more to add refinement. So that's why I like these finishing powders, because they add a glow to your skin. They add a light to your all over complexion that I find to be very, very beautiful. Then just for a quick thing on the eyes, I'm going to take Mirage from the Moroccan Spice palette and put that as a wash of color all over my eye. The reason I'm doing this is it has just a little bit more depth than the glow powder does. So it looks more glossy on my eye, whereas the glow powder looks a little bit more icy. I have some falsies on the outer third of my eye, but I'm just going to take the Glossier Lash Slick and put that on the inner third of my eye where my natural lashes are. For my brows, taking my Glossier Boy Brow in black. I'm not going to take any contour, but I am going to take some bronzer. And this is a matte bronzer. Also going to take that and sweep it in my crease. Not taking any highlighter because why would I? To finish it up, I'm taking the NYX Liquid Suede lipstick in the shade Soft Spoken, which is like a mauve pinky nude situation. Going back to my eyes for just a second, I am going to take a little bit of that bronzer and sweep it on my lower lash line too. And now for the for real last step, I'm going in with a blush. And this is it. This is the final autumnal glow look. That's such a goofy word, autumnal. I love everything that I put on my face today. The one thing that I probably could have lived without was a Laura Mercier a translucent glow powder, just because I went over top of that with the Radiant Light powder from Hourglass. So I didn't need both. But I mean, here we are. I absolutely love the Hollywood Flawless filter from Charlotte Tilbury. It is such a luminous base. Like, it gives you that glass skin, that just like smooth, polished look. I love that it also comes in skin tone colors, so I didn't have to worry about looking ashy as well as looking shiny. That like weird combination sometimes of looking like silvery, like looking like the Tin Man. I also love the Hourglass, the finishing powder, because it gave me that all over luminosity, that all over glow. I also love how all of these products work together. I don't feel like anything went weird or peely or patchy or anything like that. Other than that, I think that's it. I feel like that was a pretty quick video. I don't know. I'm probably going to be editing and be like, wow, girl, short. Ugh. As always, if you have made it to the end of this video, I thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye folks.